Hello again viewers, 8 days in Tenerife in Portugal. How much did it cost? I found a €10 for the thumbnail. How good's that viewers? That's all I had left. I'll let you know how much I spent as well viewers. So we'll discuss the flights, the hotels. I'll leave a link at the end to the playlist if you want to check out any of the lovely hotel rooms that I stayed in Lisbon and Albufeira, and also the one in Tenerife as well. Let's go. Can you guess where we are today? Any Glasgow viewers you might have guessed behind me? Today viewers. So I thought I'd do a wee video. About 20 minutes down the road from where I live, we are in Glen Park. I didn't know this is some sort of event on today. So I think it's a guides event or something like that, so it's quite busy down here. We'll take a wee wander up here. I was going to do it sitting in the house. I thought I'll show you a wee bit of Scotland. The plan was viewers, it was 18 degrees forecast, sunny. It's 16 degrees and the rain's just come on, it's spitting, so I had to get the cap on. So I've got a wee list here. We shout out to people as well. We'll discuss all the costs. How much do you think it costs? Spend the money, flights and hotels combined. Do you think I made it under £1,000 or over? Let's find out viewers, let's go. So we're in Glen Park, just down the road from Giffnock, Newton Mearns, Thornley Bank. Just outside Glasgow, maybe about 6-7 miles. A wee hello to my Thornley Bank viewers. Richard and Jane, who often meet in the Avenue Shopping Centre in Newton Mearns. Hope you are doing well guys. So, we'll head up this way, will we? You'll see the wee lake. How exciting viewers. Watch the end. You see a wee lake. You might see some ducks. Okay, so the flights, hotels. I'll even tell you how much the bus was to Albufeira from Lisbon. A wee shout out first of all to all the guys. Thanks for all your support. Before I forget, I'll leave a link below, just down there. If you want to join the free newsletter, we're going to be doing a giveaway on the newsletter. The channel's nearly at 20 million views and we're going to be doing a wee giveaway, but you'll have to join the newsletter. You have to pop in your email address, that's all you need. I'll leave a link at the bottom. It won't be done on YouTube, it'll be done on the newsletter. I'll leave a wee link to this wee dog out here, it's tiny. Let's continue. What wee dog's here? Promised you a wee lake, didn't I? I'm going to take a wee walk all the way around here. It's still a nice day, although the sun has not appeared. It's still a pretty nice day. That's the queue for the ice cream stall. I think that's called the Boaters Restaurant Cafe. We'll walk by there just a wee second. But it is sunny, there's a couple of good wee spots up there if you want to sunbathe. Oh, somebody's not too happy there. Right, let's continue. So, a wee shout out as well to all the guys who have kindly bought a coffee recently. Diane Olfart, Max, Jimmy McPeak, Sandra Turpin, Claire Jones, Andy and Jacqueline, and Taftastic. Thank you so much for all the support, and thanks guys to everybody who's watched the videos in Tenerife, Lisbon and Albufeira. I really appreciate all your support. You fancy a wee ice cream here? Still quite a few people sitting outside despite the weather not being brilliant. Quite a popular restaurant this, quite nice sitting out here on a nice day. I've got a lot of viewers from Glasgow who know this park. It's just down the road from me as well. So let's start the flights. We started off going from Glasgow Airport to Tenerife, flying with Ryanair. The flight was £55. See any wee ducks yet now? Probably over there, viewers, we'll head over there. A lot of dogs here. See the dog out? There's hundreds of them. Well, it must be a wee dog convention, they're all the same, look. Let's walk around this way, viewers. If you like dogs, you'll be enjoying this video already. Never seen so many. Let's continue. So the flights were £55. There's a big dog there already, a tat wee dog. Flights are £55. We missed the dog fight there, viewers. Flights are £55 with Ryanair. I wasn't planning to go to Tenerife, but then my parents booked up and I just last minute booked a flight because it was so cheap to Tenerife, £55. I found it through skyscanner.net and then I just booked it directly through Ryanair. Always booked direct with the airline. David, you listening? Booked direct with the airline, not Skyscanner. When I booked the flights, I then told my parents about a week before I was supposed to go. I says, by the way, I'm coming out to Tenerife. My parents says, where are you staying? I says, I'm staying in your living room. You've got a 1-bedroom apartment in the Beverly Hills. I'll leave a link at the end if you want to check out that room. We'll discuss that in a wee minute. So the next flight from Tenerife north, and then we went up to Lisbon. Now again, this one was with Skyscanner. I found it, and then I booked it directly with Vueling. I made the mistake with this one, viewers. This one basically was £73, but if I booked it the day before, I think it was under £50. So sometimes when you wait a wee bit, it can cost you money. That flight was fine, 2.5 hours to Lisbon, up to Tenerife North. I got the bus from Los Cristianos at the Apollo Centre, and I think that cost about €9.40, I think, yeah. I loaded the card, €9.40, and it was a weird bus journey that. Remember that, if you've seen the video, they let guys out round the corner from the airport to do a toilet, and then they ended up getting off at the airport stop. It was weird. Anyway, so then we flew to Lisbon. Lisbon to Albufeira bus was €11. I promise you ducks, viewers. I promise you some ducks. There we go. Lisbon to Albufeira on the bus. There's different companies who do the buses here, but they're all pretty much the same price. You can get it from €6 or €7. I booked it the day before, so it was €11, a bit dearer, but still what, a tenner. 2 hours 45 minutes. Somebody asked me, was the bus journey nice? It starts nice, it goes over the big bridge in Lisbon, but then the rest of it's pretty boring. It's just a main road. To be fair, I wasn't looking out the window too much, I was doing stuff on my phone, so it was absolutely fine. So then we arrived at Albufeira, and the flight back I made a big mistake with, viewers. Faro to Prestwick, or Glasgow Prestwick as Ryanair like to call it. Faro to Prestwick was £43. Again, just go on Skyscanner, find the cheapest flight. The flight was, I think, 7 in the morning. Now, the big mistake that I made, viewers, is I booked a flight without checking when the first bus went to Faro Airport from Albufeira, and it didn't get me there on time. So that's when I had to get the Uber, or the Bolt, it's called. Same kind of thing, same app. I think I was about €39 roughly. So obviously with a tip, maybe 46, €47, something like that. So I've not included that in the costing, you can add it on at the end anyway. So the flights were pretty cheap everywhere, I think. So the flights in total, let me consult my list. Turn it over, viewers, turn it over. Total amount for the flights, going from Glasgow Prestwick to Tenerife, Tenerife North to Lisbon, and then Faro, Algarve, back to Glasgow. The total price of the flights was £181. Not too bad. How much were the hotels? Let's discuss that. I think we'll head round this way. Yeah, I think we'll head round this way, viewers. Nice wee park, isn't it? Nice summer day, birds are singing. So let me tell you how much the hotels were. Right, Tenerife, Beverly Hills. If you've seen the room review done in the Beverly Hills, amazing views, 1 bedroom, sea view apartment. Book through hotels.com. Before I forget, viewers, if you're ever going to book anything through hotels.com, do me a wee favour, it helps support the channel. I'll leave a link below. If you book through hotels.com, the channel gets a small commission at no extra cost to yourself. Now, only book with them if they're the same price or cheaper than anybody else. If they're the same price or even £1 or £2 more, I will book with hotels.com because they've got a very, very easy reward system. After every 10 nights, you get 1 night free. So it's definitely worth booking with them if they're the cheapest price. And we've got a few hotels coming up in Albufeira that I did book with hotels.com. I'll let you know that just in a wee minute. So Beverly Hills in Los Cristianos we stayed in. 1 bedroom apartment there, it was £80 per night roughly. Parents paid for that and I just jumped in with them, of course. Oh, you even get to see a wee swan, what a bonus, viewers, what a bonus. £80 a night, amazing views, rooms quite basic, and it's up quite a lot of steps, so be aware of that if you've got mobility issues, but there is a back door, which we did find the last kind of day, you can swipe in. So I've not included that in the cost because I didn't pay in, I have to be honest with you. Thankfully the parents had booked that one already, and I just said thanks parents, I'll just bunk in with you. Thanks very much Mum and Dad. Then we moved on to Lisbon. Now there's a couple of crackers in Lisbon. Have you seen the hotel rooms in Lisbon, viewers? If you've not watched those room tours, then I advise you do watch them. They don't get a lot of views, the cheap hotel ones and city breaks, but check them out. You'll see quite a wide variety of accommodations that I do stay in. There was 2 that I stayed in. One was called the Downtown Lisbon Hotel. They're both in brilliant locations near Rossio train station, so location wise I would stay there again. The downtown was the second night I stayed there. It was £55. Very unbelievably basic accommodation. That's the one I lost the key. I left it in the external bathroom outside. I checked out and I told the guy I can't find the key, and he went back up to the room and he says, you've left it in the bathroom. So that was lucky of yours. The first night it was, let me check the name of it, Pension Estacio. I think that was £46, and these two ones were booked through booking.com on a mobile phone. The Pension Estacio was right round the corner from the downtown hotel. I don't recommend it. It was a terrible night in there. The room was absolutely boiling, very, very noisy. The downtown one was a lot better than the other one. But judge for yourself, check it out on the channel. All the rooms. We go down here, viewers. You might see a wee waterfall down here, a wee bonus for you. Let's take a wee wander down here, viewers. So that was the two hotels in Lisbon. I quite enjoyed my time in Lisbon. I did have a disaster when I broke the gimbal that stabilises the phone. I had to buy a new one. That was a disaster, but lost a wee bit of filming time. Still managed to get probably about 20 videos done. They're on a playlist. I'll leave a link at the end. If you don't mind supporting the channel, if you want to watch a couple of videos, I'd really appreciate it. The Lisbon videos are not doing well at all. They're not getting many views, which is a wee bit of a shame, but YouTube know what the viewers like and they judge accordingly what the viewers like on the channel. Hopefully over time they'll maybe increase, they'll get more views. Check this out. Look at that, take it to Niagara Falls or Glasgow. There'll be padlocks in there as well. Let me trail, we can turn right down here. Let's just check it, see if we can go by here. So yeah, Lisbon, interesting city. I really enjoyed it actually. I go back there for a weekend break, but probably not doing any more videos there. Didn't do that well. We'll wait and see. Maybe as I said, over time they will improve. I think we'll go down here, viewers, eh? It's more of a grassy area. There's actually a golf course just down the back there. All my viewers from Glasgow know it's Deacon's Bank. It's part now of the David Lloyd Centre. It's just like a public course. It's not the best one. Quite hilly, but does the job. Let's go down here, viewers, eh? How exciting is this, viewers? A forest walk in Glasgow. You were not expecting to see this on YouTube today. Definitely not. So let's go on to the Albufeira Hotel. The Villa Recife Hotel. Booked through hotels.com. First two nights, £46 per night. And the third night, Saturday night, was £50. The way these dog walkers just coming here. Oh. So they were booked through hotels.com because they were the same price as everybody else basically, and I get 10% roughly back in stamps. So although it was £46 per night for the first two nights, effectively that would be down to nearly £40 a night once I get the free night off hotels.com. Remember, I'll leave a wee link at the bottom if you want to book through hotels.com. Helps the channel out a wee bit. Now the Villa Recife Hotel, I've got mixed feelings on it. How nice is this, eh? I've got mixed feelings on the Villa Recife Hotel. It's really, really basic. It's a 2-star hotel. The room I got had a terrible balcony, no sun, down in the basement, but the room was very, very quiet. So for me, being a light sleeper, I liked that. Also, if you've not seen the videos, you might have seen there was one big problem at the Villa Recife Hotel, which could affect your holiday, and you have to check this if you're booking this hotel. Well done, viewers. The wee dog nearly walked into it there. Nice down here, isn't it? Oh, it's getting a bit muddy here. Disaster, viewers. Go down the side. There's been a lot of rain in Scotland yesterday, and I mean torrential rain. So, I don't know if you've seen the videos, but the Villa Recife Hotel, the swimming pool was shut and there was construction work going on. They were digging up tiles, they were doing all sorts, and they never told me that in the booking. So I don't know how they can get away with selling rooms and not telling you the swimming pool's shut. They did offer use of a swimming pool up the road at the Solimar, but that's an indoor pool, not the same. And also another sister hotel, which is about 2 miles away, so you need a taxi there. So be careful, if you're booking that hotel, make sure that the swimming pool's open. I'm sure probably from May onwards it probably is open, but just make sure, maybe phone the hotel, just check the swimming pool is open, viewers. So that hotel, basic hotel, I like the location, I like Albufeira Old Town. If you're in Albufeira Old Town, I've got a couple of recommendations for you as well. You might have seen it in the videos. We'll discuss that in a wee second. Not going over there, viewers. Far too dangerous looking over there, isn't it? It's nice down here, eh? Just to get away from it all. So I've got a couple of recommendations, viewers. If you're going to Albufeira and you like live music like myself, there's a lot of really good live music bars. Have to go in and see Martin Jonathan at the Steps Bar. I've done a video showing you what it is. The title's something like Albufeira, the best I have heard ever, something like that. So Martin Jonathan, the Steps Bar, he's on normally from 10 o'clock at night, and he's on to I think maybe about 12:30, 1 o'clock. The guy is absolutely brilliant. He can sing anything almost. I tell you, I recommend one thing he done. Bruce Springsteen, Born to Run. Oh, absolutely tremendous. So pop in and see Martin Jonathan at the Steps Bar. The Rock Cafe Bar is brilliant as well. The one next to it, the Black Bull, superb bands in there as well. Really, really good in there for live music as well. I've done a few other videos showing you a couple of Irish bars of live music as well. There's a lot of bars around in the square. Pop in and see Renata at the Meat Bar as well. Some of the guys I met outside the Central Station, the Buddies, Pampas, Bravo. Pop in and see them. Really friendly place, Albufeira. I'm sure you'll enjoy it as well. I think that covers most of the things in Albufeira. Up in the new strip, the Chinese was lovely. Is it the Golden Garden? Really nice in the strip as well. Pop in there and see that. Let's head further down. Oh, two people in wee e-scooters coming here. So how much did the hotels in total cost for yours? Just let you know. See if we can cross over here. So in total, for the hotels in Lisbon and Albufeira, it was £243, which I don't think was too bad. Lisbon city centre can be quite expensive for hotels. I picked the absolute budget choices, really basic. In Albufeira, I picked a kind of mid-range. I could have got actually cheaper hotels in Albufeira, but if you go there in June, July, August, you're going to find a big difference in price. Even the Villa Recife, which is a really basic hotel, you'll be shocked when you see it's over £100 a night in July and August. It's never worth that money, in my opinion, but supply and demand, it's worth what people are willing to pay depending on the time you go. So £243. So how much did the flights and the hotel cost for yours? Everything combined? Have you worked it out? Have you totaled it up? If you've not totaled it up yet, I'll tell you how much it cost. £424 for 8 nights. Now again, I kind of cheated a wee bit with the Tenerife because I didn't pay any for the accommodation there. It was £424. How much did I spend? I can tell you because I spent almost every single penny I had exchanged. For 8 nights, I spent €600 roughly. So convert that, take about 10% off converting it. Exchange rate's shocking just now, isn't it? About £540. So let's work out the total, viewers. Let me consult my wee sheet here. Flights and hotel, 424. Spend the money roughly €600, 540. The total for the 8 nights was £964, including spending money. So you can see why I do a lot of videos, viewers. There's a wee bit of a cost involved going on these trips, because obviously you could spend less. You could just sit in every night in your hotel or apartment. Mind you, some of the hotels I book you wouldn't want to sit in, but I think it adds to the experience. If I head out and see some live music or have a meal somewhere, then I can recommend it to you. It helps the channel out as well. So let me know what you think. You think that was pretty affordable, or do you think I spent too much? What do you think, viewers? Didn't think it was too bad, to be fair, and I enjoyed the trip. It was nice going a couple of different destinations. Although saying that, at the end of it, I was pretty exhausted, and I'm still exhausted. Wait till I tell you where I'm going next. So we've ran out of videos basically in Tenerife in Portugal, which means I'm going to try and get away this week if I possibly can I'm looking at flights just now. I should have booked flights last week. The prices were a lot lower, the prices were up now. So I'm looking at lots of different places, mainland Spain, Greece, Cyprus. Turkey looks quite dear for flights. I don't think I'm going to make Turkey in this trip. We'll wait and see, viewers. We might end up going back to some old favourites in Spain. I'm looking obviously at Costa Blanca, Costa del Sol. Not quite decided yet. Hope you've enjoyed the wee trip in Glasgow anyway. If you're new to the channel, do me a wee favour. It does not cost anything at all. Hit the wee subscribe button, it's absolutely free, doesn't cost a penny. I'm trying to get new places during the summer. It's a wee bit risky for me going new places like Lisbon, etc., because the videos don't get enough views to justify the trip, really, to be honest with you. But I still think it's worth doing it to bring something different on the channel, and who knows how long I'll be doing this for. So I'm going to try and get to some different places in the summer. Any recommendations, leave them below. Don't forget, join the newsletter, it's absolutely free. Just pop in your email address below. We'll be doing a giveaway soon. I've also got some other things in the newsletter that might interest you coming up soon as well. I've done a wee video the other day. Thanks very much to viewer Alan, who alerted me to cheap flights from Scotland to the Canaries. Unbelievably cheap flights, like £80 return to Lanzarote over Christmas. I've never seen prices so cheap. Quite a few viewers have said they have booked these flights, so thanks again, Alan. Sent me a wee message on Facebook letting me know he booked flights and I couldn't believe the prices. So if you're looking for a cheap deal Christmas time, it's definitely worth checking out Skyscanner. All the cheap flights were with Ryanair. I couldn't really see any other ones. It was mostly Ryanair. They might be gone now, most of them, to be fair, but the deals were amazing. Let's see if this brings us out, viewers. So we're still in Rookie Glen Park. So I'll let you know in the newsletter. If you join the newsletter, I'll let you know how the videos do at the moment. My last city break. Thanks so much for everybody who watched the Amsterdam videos. I really appreciate it. Amsterdam at the moment is breaking a bit even. I've done a wee breakdown of the cost in Amsterdam in the newsletter. I don't think I've done a video on it, I should have. But I've done it in the newsletter, letting you know how much it cost there. It's expensive, Amsterdam, the city. €8 for a pint, viewers. Right, it's up here, viewers. I've not been up this way for a wee while, so let's see what it brings me out. Yeah, it's probably just going to bring me out the side of the park, I would imagine. Yes, in Amsterdam, they're kind of picked up a wee bit, doing not too bad. Albufeira videos, I've got a few doing quite well. A lot of other ones doing pretty steady, so it's always worth going to Albufeira for me. It's a good resort anyway, I enjoy it, but the videos do get a reasonable amount of views. Forgot to mention this, viewers. If you've watched right to the end, thank you so much. This is what helps the channel out so much. Don't be confused, in the next few days you might see some videos from Ibiza. I've still got about 12 videos from Ibiza from October that I didn't upload. I stopped uploading them because they weren't getting any views really. But since I've run out of videos, until I go away again, I'll probably upload a few of them, and all the Ibiza fans, you might be enjoying them. We'll wait and see. So don't be confused. I know it's confusing. If you see videos in Ibiza, Tenerife, Lisbon, Albufeira, you think, where is he just now? And I'm in Scotland at the moment. So we'll wait and see. This will depend on when I go away. If I go away in the next couple of days, you might not see the Ibiza videos. If I go away at the end of the week, you'll probably see quite a few of them. So this is us, back round to almost where I started. I've never seen so many dogs in the park today, ever. So we've got tennis courts up here as well. There's a big garden centre down to the left. I'm not going to go all the way down there. There's a big garden centre down to the left. Skateboarders, I've got you covered. Skateboarding park over there as well. Tennis court, the outdoor gym, which I'll not be using. Oh, the bouncy castle up. That's an Indian restaurant. I'm trying to remember the name of it. I've had actually quite a few meals at this Indian restaurant here. It's not bad. What's the name of it again? Can't remember. I usually get deliveries. It's only a 5-minute drive from my house to here. A wee kind of community centre over on the right. There's a five-a-side complex just down here as well. And there's a big garden centre, and the garden centre has got a wee cafe at the back. It's like a sun trap. During the summer you can sit outside, it's quite nice. So I'm going to head back up that way because the car's parked up there. I could have walked down, but I get lazy, just took the car down. It's actually quite hot, although my phone it's saying 16 degrees, it feels warm on that. So big kids play area here, play park. I'm not going to head down there. A couple of wee zip slides here that are quite fun as well. So I hope it's been a wee trip down memory lane. All my viewers from Glasgow, maybe you've moved away, you've not been here for years, it's a wee trip down memory lane for you, seeing Rook and Glen Park. They're actually having a couple of music festivals here during the summer. Might check them out, we'll wait and see viewers. Thanks so much for watching. Ended up a longer one than expected. We've covered all the costs in Tenerife, Lisbon and Albufeira. On your way out, a couple of things, don't forget. Join the newsletter, pop in your email address, does not cost a penny. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already, down there, or down there if you're on your TV, again, doesn't cost a penny. And if you want, share the video on Facebook or anywhere else, I'd really appreciate that. Check out the video done the other day in the Forge Indoor Market. Very nice to meet all the business owners in there. Kenny and Maureen, lovely to meet you. I had a wee chat with some other business owners. Quite enjoying actually doing a couple of videos in Scotland. You might see some more on the channel through the summer. What I'm going to do basically is consolidate some of the videos. I've got some other channels that I don't really do videos on anymore. So now and again you might see a Scotland video. And you may see some other places in the UK during the summer as well. We'll wait and see viewers. Anyway, time to go. See you later viewers. Thanks for all support, really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.